Let's get over here, man.
Oh,
hello. The people are waiting for you.
Hang on, I know you who hasn't got a drink. 1 moment.
Oh my God.
I know you want a drink.
He wants to powder his
Yeah,
nose.
they're waiting for your video now. Look at this, all the people over there.
Okay, so do you guys, some of you remember that PCB that was
Well,
at
let's say
charcoal?
hello before we
Oh,
go
okay,
in.
yeah. Hey. Shit, yeah, we better do that, haven't we?
That didn't work.
No.
Chaos.
Straighten my hair a bit, there we go.
Hey, Cartho. Hey, Greg. Hey, Gordon. We had a new one. Harm from the Netherlands is with us today.
Oh, nice. A new one.
Yeah, and the rest I think is just coming in. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
they drop in.
Yeah,
They do this. Yeah,
they do this.
I can't understand why, but you're welcome. Yep.
It's for my pretty face.
Oh.
Not at all sarcastic.
Detlef, you need to straighten your hair. Come on.
Oh my God, again. Oh, damn it.
I thought you were going for Einstein.
Probably Dutch will reprint me now. Look what Carlos is drinking. Did you ever smell this stuff? This smells like chemical waste.
Oh, this stuff.
Don't smell it. Don't.
It's just half a liter.
This is really good if you put Jägermeister in it. I've tried it. It's the future.
Yeah. I drink this
horrible.
with Red Bull vodka. It's my standard drink when I
Yeah.
go out. So,
Red Bull Jägermeister. It's the future. I've tasted it.
Red Bull works. The only thing that works to wake me up, pretty much.
But they put this thing
Coffee
in.
doesn't do.
Richard said, drink coffee like normal
You
people.
can probably
Yeah.
put it in
Coffee.
a gas tank and it works.
Didn't they put some Formula 1 cars or something? Red Bull, don't they?
Since they sponsor this.
Yeah, they sponsor.
That's what they actually.
Yeah, they say that it gives you wings, so it probably kills you. They're just telling you.
Actually, have you noticed that it doesn't give you wings? It gives you wings because that's not a real word. So therefore, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they had to extend it because of some lawsuits.
Yeah.
Because some kids jump off the roof, but the kids shouldn't be drinking that stuff anyway.
No,
This is evolution for you.
Darwinism at the final.
Darwinism, yeah. This is Darwin Awards, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
True.
So, how's everybody doing out there? Are you fine, you guys out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, I've been absent on YouTube again, like always.
We
I'm working on another video. No more. I'm going to skip the next video. I promise. There is a lot of people asking for the one-click installers because they're easy to use, pretty much. It didn't work for you, but
no.
I know why, because you ran it in admin mode, and that screws up the bat files for some reason.
I haven't actually tried. I need to try it. I should try it.
It screws up the bat file for some reason. I don't know why. It gives an error on the path for some reason when you should run it as admin.
I hate this stuff.
Yeah, believe me.
Yeah.
When you told me,
because
how is that happening? It's impossible. It shouldn't happen.
I
It's a
sent
bad-
Carlos a screenshot because for me the Ace installer simply
Yeah, and I
didn't download anything and
I tested a lot of stuff, and then finally I accidentally ran it as admin, and it broke completely.
okay.
I know what it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to hate this stuff. Way too complex.
Yeah, and it works perfectly on my computer. I just click the button and it installs everything.
They always say that. It works perfectly on my computer.
Yeah,
But
That's a standard phrase.
Oh, now you're giving me your computer then.
Yeah.
I managed to run it completely on CPU, by the way. So
Okay, so this
it
will
does
work for
work.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have a
You just
fancy
choose
fancy
CPU when you start.
I hope there's nobody out there who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, so it's
They
an
won't.
AI
Yeah.
that makes music, and Detlef is interested because it's completely local, it's unfiltered as heck.
And we've all
I
heard.
don't care. I want to horrible rap songs or something.
Yeah, no, it can do some pretty amazing stuff, and
But,
it
well,
has.
we've all heard Det's guitar playing, so it makes sense he's interested in using an AI.
I wouldn't say it's
good
bad.
evening.
I wouldn't say it's bad. I'm tone deaf, so my word doesn't mean much.
Okay, so electronics, yeah.
Yeah, Harm asked, have you fixed the PCB project or fixed Richard? Harm, I don't know which project you're talking about. Rich did a lot of things in the last times. You did a lot of stuff, right?
Have you fixed the PCB project?
Or fixed Richard.
I'm not sure which one it means, but what I can show you is you guys saw that PCB I had, which was like charcoal.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
people said, you can't repair this. I mean, people generally
can.
said, there was a lot of things,
Yeah,
that is beyond repair. So anyway,
I
I
saw
did
the comments,
repair
yeah.
it, and I sent it back to the guy on Lanzarote, actually not Fuerteventura, and he sent me this. So this is the actual stall folding machine with my PCB in. He says we put the PCB in, we held a breath and switched it on.
And it worked.
And it works. So look, this is the machine belted away. So these are like A4 sheets. They go through the machine.
Is it the folder?
It's a folder. And out at the other end come these. And it'll show you in a minute. It'll actually show you one of them, what it's done with it. So, I mean, this is...
Nice.
Look on an industrial scale. Look,
Yeah, it scores and folds.
it scores and folds.
Awesome.
So that's what the machine does. So yeah.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
no, everything is repairable,
Yeah.
but it's not worth it sometimes.
When I saw these, I thought, okay, this is a lost cause. But Rich told me about, okay, this is for a Heidelberg folding machine thingamajig, and you probably can't get these repaired.
No,
you can't
no.
replacement parts. You
No.
need to replace it.
No.
These.
Yeah, and even if you have to design a new PCB for it, it's still worth it.
We were talking about this.
We were talking about this.
We were
yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
this doing
It's still
simply
worth it.
replacement PCBs for these because
Yeah.
well, you know, this was all through hole on this one, right?
Yeah.
So you could
It's
shrink it
not-
down very much.
Vastly, yeah.
It was all through hole. There was no microcontroller on it. It was all literally analog.
You can
Absolutely.
remove most of the components.
Greg has a point there. They should replace all the other cups on any of their other boards before they smoke. You're
Yes,
absolutely
you're
right,
absolutely
Greg.
right.
Yeah. You maybe want to talk to the guy.
Yeah, if there's any more of those. Yeah, I can send him some photos and say check if there's any more of these.
Yeah,
on
the
any
reefers.
boards.
Yeah.
The reefers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this actually makes like a completely different concept of smoking a reefer, doesn't it?
True. True.
Actually.
That's a real.
Oh, that's EFPO.
I'm the dad here, no, not you. That's that joke, pretty much.
Smoking a reefer. Oh dear. So,
Electronics.
right. So we ended up at the last one when we had the tantalising video
I
with
still find
exploding
crap
capacitors.
Oh yeah, the exploding.
I still find crap on this desk.
And I said, well, actually, I don't have any tantalum capacitors less than 30 volts, so we can't see what happens if you put too much voltage onto a tantalum capacitor. Well, there's a 4-volt one, so we can try that.
Oh yeah, that will.
So what will it do if we put more
Guess.
than 4 volts on this?
Yeah, guesses, because I've seen this happen live, and it's a bit different every time.
What will happen? And while we're at it, what happens if you put too much voltage on one of these things? Because this is like a polymer capacitor.
You got your explosive containment.
We
thing
could
there,
have the
right?
explosive containment unit.
Please.
Hi, newbie
Yeah.
fixer.
Newbie Fixer and Julio.
Hello.
Buenas tardes, man.
Look,
Yes,
we have a new subscriber who's going to see the first thing is we're going to see what happens if you put too much voltage on the tantalum capacitor.
Yeah, we usually blow up stuff here on this channel.
We had a moment.
Yeah, we have our moments. We do some useful stuff sometimes, I guess.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
There's beer in the fridge. We have now a fridge. A big one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's filled to the brim with sweets.
So this is our explosion containment device. Actually, so this is for like post-it notes. Yeah, and I'll just show you this because this might
Not
interest
anymore.
you. So in Spanish, this is a taco.
Yeah.
So in Spain, taco means like a raw pug. A raw pug is a taco.
Yeah.
That's a taco, and one of them things you eat with like beef in it. They're all tacos.
Julio can probably explain this.
Yeah, I know. I'm from Uruguay. I don't understand this.
Yeah, yeah.
People.
Oh,
no. Oh,
we're back.
oh. I thought
Okay.
the stream went off.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, tacos.
Tacos, yeah. I know.
Tacos, these are all tacos. It's like they didn't have enough words for
Newbie Fixer, we old, yeah, so this is why
And
we wear
the
glasses.
heels on women's shoes are tacos as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Julio says I never used adhesive on my tacos.
No. I mean, a bit of habanero sauce can go nice if you like it hot. But. So tacos.
Yeah, and Manticore doesn't bode well. First-hand experience of Tantal spitting particles of fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was watching one of these burn up, not by choice, by the way.
Well, do we want to put it onto a metal sheet before we put it into the...
Yes, because it starts glowing instead.
Okay.
It splits up in small chunks that are really hot. and then it starts glowing. and if we're lucky, it kind of smokes, but otherwise.
I'll bring you guys in with a shaky cam now.
I'm just forming the wires.
So this one is a 4 volt. Let's get a nice close up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go for the money shot.
Money shot, yeah.
I better turn the voltage down on the power
Yeah,
supply.
I was going to say.
First.
Otherwise, it will be anticlimactic. Do we need the thermal camera for this?
We can use the thermal camera for this.
I don't think that you're fast enough for that. This will go
No,
in
this
an
will go in
instant,
an
yeah.
instant, yeah. You are right.
Okay.
Okay,
you
this
went
weighs.
It's escaped.
It weighs so little, it just wants to fly away. Give me a sec. I'm working on it.
That is, it's set to 10 amps.
Yeah. So you have high hopes for this.
Well,
Okay, usual disclaimer. If you suddenly leave the stream, yeah.
this won't work, by the way. Just show what course.
yeah.
Just show what course he's done. Look at me. Just show what
Clever.
course he's done. That's a safety device. That won't work, course.
Yeah, that's
Right, let me explain now.
That's a-
Circuits and ohms work.
that's a high amperage fuse. Homemade.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
Can't get any closer here.
I've
This
never
is-
seen one of these go.
So they start glowing and they split off the ceramic pieces, and finally it just vaporizes the middle.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
I've seen, at least.
So it's a 4 volt, I believe.
Yeah.
If you're wearing headphones, maybe get them out of your ears right now.
2 volts. 3,
I'm scared.
4.
4.
There. Okay, so it's running as its normal temperature or normal voltage. No wattage, no leak,
Yeah,
no
you
anything.
need to take a word for this right now because I
Yeah.
can't get this both in shot.
So okay, I'm 5 volts.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it won't be catastrophic by any means.
5.5, 6.
We still don't have any current.
0 current, 0 amperage.
I think this will go in a bang.
Yeah. So
7. 8 volts. 9. Nothing's happening.
10 volts. Are we sure we are connected? give me a sec. It is. Yeah, it was.
We'll put 4 volts on and get a voltmeter on the capacitor and just check we actually have some volts on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Voltmeter we have.
Somewhere.
I don't have enough hands. Again, still.
No, and
Oh, you've not
This
evolved
is-
any more hands yet?
This is yeah. I'm working on it.
oscilloscope
Alpha.
is a little overkill, I'm guessing.
Let me find that.
Battery
Oh,
welder.
Takes this one. This works.
We have so many things up there. So sorry for.
Oh, this is the Space 1999
Yes,
voltmeter.
I'm using this all the time.
Give me a second. Ow.
Because this is the one that's laying around on where I can grab something.
Yeah. Usually that's the one you use.
Yeah.
The one that's closest to it.
Actually, I have something very interesting to review.
Oh.
A scope meter like this one,
Mm.
which is about €40
Yeah, they're getting down in
from
price.
Zotac, yeah. Again, measure on the capacitor.
And I'm just
I
going to
can't,
see
can't get this in shot all other ones.
if I put some voltage on.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
put some voltage on. That's an idea.
Let's put 4 volts there. Okay, and on the capacitor, so the wires are okay. Millivolts?
Oh, but it's not that much. Not that much.
There.
There.
you
Minus, yeah, I have them backwards, but yeah, that's.
Okay, you have voltage on the capacitor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, look, we thought the same with it. We
Maybe
thought-
Yeah.
it's not a 4 volt.
Very
one.
very bold choice on the front.
Okay, so let's just
Well,
try to blow it up then. So it doesn't look like it's a 4 volt one because.
excuse me. Can we put the little hole that way?
Thank you.
Okay.
Give a bit of view.
Now, if it blows into the camera is gone.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
pretty much what I was.
Okay, well maybe not then. Maybe, maybe point it that way.
Against my crush.
Well, it's against me.
Yeah.
You already have a child.
Okay.
Okay. It's like Russian roulette or something.
So it's at 7 volts.
Just give it 30.
Okay, let's go.
You start this one like that.
Nothing's happening. It mustn't be a 4 volt capacitor.
15, 16, 18.
It's not a 4 volt capacitor.
No, this isn't 4 volt.
Is it? Oh!
Well,
There we go.
fuck me.
Yeah, it was a 4 volt.
It took 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, so that one
Whoa.
went out way worse than they usually do. That's for sure. Okay, aftermath.
Yeah,
Nothing left.
Microscope.
Yeah, pretty much nothing left. It blew apart. It even left some.
In Jewish taco.
yeah, I'm guessing
Oh,
16
dear.
volt, yes.
I mean,
Guys, you need to set the browser over there to show this.
Yeah,
we do.
yeah,
we
I'm
can
just
do it.
placing them for now.
Can,
Yeah, it blew off.
Gordon,
one
you
of
have
the
no
sides.
idea.
can
Yeah.
you remember how we...
Click on the little puzzle piece.
Over there.
Oh, the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go for webcam thing.
Oh, there we go.
I'll show you what Richard is going through right now.
It's training.
There we go.
And then you can
Yeah.
do this in a separate.
F11.
Okay,
Oh,
function
F11.
F1.
There we go. Full screen or
Yay.
somewhat.
SX man, hey!
Okay, so aftermath after 20 volts. It just blew off one of the corners actually.
One end came off it.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
oh wait, let me see if I can get there we go. Focus. And my
So it was 47 microfarads. It's blown the voltage market off it.
yeah, pretty much. So you said this was 4 volts.
I thought it was a 4 volt one.
It took 20 before it blew, so
We can have a look.
Newbie Fixer says, for the kids, what happens is the metal inside wants to expand.
Yeah.
The ceramic is hard and resists the heat, but can't resist the outward expansion. Thank you, mate.
yeah,
It was one of those.
pretty good explanation actually.
It was one of those if you want
Yeah,
to see what
I
it
found
was.
something else on the thing here.
Bring it back.
There. That's the piece that blew off. Let's see, is the marking on that side? Yes, it is.
Really says 4 volts.
4 volts?
Yeah. So they're really tolerant, pretty much.
Yeah, that was surprising.
It probably can take 30 volts for a few microseconds easily.
Well, if you're
heating.
designing a circuit and you're relying on that factor, that's not a good circuit, my friend.
No, you shouldn't. Obviously, go for higher voltage if you need it. Obviously.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, it's only 16 volts, that'll do. So, I don't know, are we interested in what do these do?
Ah,
Or was this just the same as a normal electrolytic?
So these don't have the crosshatch on the top to let out pressure.
you mean
So
this will be more violent?
No, actually it blows off the bottom instead.
Okay.
So these tops go off. And these are the leaky ones, for me at least. I hate these because these leak more than the big ones. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Sorry that.
So what's this one rated as?
Let's see, is this 16 or 4? I can't see. Give me a sec.
This one is a
6.3.
6.3 volt.
Dutch, how could you be late?
You've missed
We're blowing up stuff here all day long and you're late.
Yeah, you're the one that asking for it all the time. So this is for science. It's not for destructiveness.
Yeah. Nobody believe you.
Yeah.
This is purely for science.
Yeah. Let's say that for YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are a concoction of chemicals and paper. Pretty much.
Formula 1 again. Okay, did you win this time? I mean, I think he's driving, isn't he?
Red
Yeah.
Bull.
Blows at 10 volts. That's a good
I
guess.
bet it'll blow at about 10 volt.
Yeah, that's a good
Place
guess.
your bets, yeah, place your bets on dog. What are the odds?
Okay, yeah, you need to count the thing before it blows. Then
Yeah.
what's it saying on the
Yeah,
thermometer?
on the. Okay, so I'm at.
Okay, sorry, I can't do this all in one shot. 13. Okay, 12.5.
Well,
Slot
I'm
tech
at-
repair. Okay,
I'm
give
at
us more.
3 volts.
I reckon it'll go, what is it, 6.3?
Yeah, so
I reckon it'll go to about, 14.
14 says
Yeah.
Dutch.
They usually double the voltage.
Goes for 15. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You have high
Oh,
hopes.
I'm
man.
sorry.
Okay, so 6 point. Let's go to the working voltage.
Yeah.
Just check if it's
You need to read the thing then.
5 volts.
Tom has gone for 10.5. Okay.
6,
What was the lowest? Somebody says about 10.
I
Yeah.
think Tom is the lowest with 10.5.
6.3. Okay, that seems to work.
Harm is 15 is the highest. Okay.
Yeah, 14.5 for Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12 volts for the new fixer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's low.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'm guessing about 12.
well,
as
let's
well.
get up to 10, for example.
Yeah,
And then we can show them.
We'll do this slowly. Just slowly.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going slowly. 7.
Right, stop there. 7.6. You show them that. You show them that, Def.
No, it doesn't.
No.
They
I don't want
need
to.
They trust me.
This is shaky enough, so I don't want to switch around cameras.
There's no leakage at all.
Yeah.
So these normally start leaking a little bit and then they ramp up and explode.
Okay, 7.6 now.
In reverse
7.6.
polarity 6.8. Okay.
Yeah,
I think we got this the right way around. I hope.
I think so.
Okay. No.
8 volts.
8 volts.
No leakage. No nothing.
No current.
Yeah.
9 volts. Still no current.
I'm going very slow, guys.
Yeah.
9.8, 10.
10 volts. First one is a loser.
Tom with 10.5. We'll just go closing up on 10.5.
We're on 10.2 now. No leakage current. 10.6.
10.6. Okay. Who's next?
Who was next?
Do I have,
Nothing
12 from Sloth Tech Repair.
12.
New fixer is at 10 to 12. Okay.
Okay, what's so we're on 11.7.
Let's put it at 12.
Okay, you're on 12 now.
No leakage
No
still.
leakage.
12. All right.
That's
In
impressive.
fact, you can show that for a moment. Can't just move the camera slightly around.
This is shaky.
Yeah, that's fine.
And,
12.
Then,
Okay.
then I'm running out
Okay.
of focus here.
With 12. Why, they could see it.
10 volt damage is internal. You just can't see it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with you.
Can I just suggest, seeing as the current is 0, how can there be damage?
Yeah, there can't be any damage until it starts leaking, pretty much.
11.4. Rory, you're already off.
We're already at 12.
We're already at 12.
If it
Okay,
starts
who
leaking,
was going for more than 12?
My
Sloth Tech Repair would be 12.5. Give it 12.5.
yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
So I'm with Richard there. If there's no leakage at all, there's no voltage.
Okay.
There's no damage.
There's no
current.
damage. If it starts leaking, there's damage.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And that would mean heat, and that would mean current.
Yeah, so we're going to heat it because there's no current. Oh.
Yeah. So 12.5, holding steady.
Sloth Tech Repair, you're out.
Mm,
Cartha is next.
It's 13 volts.
13 with Cartha. 13. We got 13.
We can open a gambling site.
Yes, we should do that.
We can briefly just show them that so they can just see on the screen. If you do for a second, that so they can just see what the...
No,
it's
come
fine.
on.
They
it's
believe
too
me.
shaky.
I'm too
We're
honest.
rereading this.
30
Yeah.
30
Sloth
volts.
goes for 30.
Okay.
Well, I said 14. Oh, it's got a leakage current.
Yeah. At 13.5.
13.5.
Oh, yeah, there's some current coming up. This
Yeah,
see the
Very little, but
yeah.
from now on it will ramp up very fast and explode.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So let's see, 14 then.
14 was me.
Yeah,
BM Crisp goes for 14 and Dutch goes for 14.
Okay, me. Oh, that's 3 of us all went for 14.
Gordon is 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, 14. What's happened? 14.
No.
14, the double the wattage, but nothing.
0.2 watts.
Yeah, it's still not enough to blow this.
I'm not pulling focus here because.
No, it's fine. They can see it.
Yeah.
14.5 maybe?
And I think we don't have enough hands here to do the thermal camera at the same time. Sorry.
14.5, yeah, and it's climbing. Okay, yeah.
Now we got 220
30 milliamps.
Yeah, it's
20
climbing.
points. Oh,
The wattage is climbing by itself.
30.
Yeah.
so-
yeah, it's going to go.
Yeah, okay, it goes at
It's
this.
going to go with this.
6.
Here we go,
7,
here we go, it's
9,
going to go. It's going to go. 20 watts.
They're
Still-
running 20 watts here.
Oh!
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
missed it. See? This is what happens when you try to focus.
Oh, that smells terrible.
Oh, that's...
Okay, let's stop pulling
Can we
current.
stop doing this? Please?
Oh, the god, that was rank.
Can you open the door, please?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
That smells like a bag of farts.
Yeah, that was bad. Oh my god.
Oh.
And it faded exactly out as I said on the bottom.
Oh man, it smells even worse. They've taken the glass shield off.
Yeah, it was pumping current into it still. Okay. So.
Sorry for the not.
Oh.
Don't smell it well.
Okay,
sorry,
it's
mate.
kind of hot.
So things has happened.
Oh my god, that smells bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're running here. I'm sitting here and I can't get out.
I tell you, it's no better over here. It's not an improvement. Oh my god.
What happened is, let's put it on the microscope.
I can't believe how much that stinks.
Yeah, no, these are worse than the big ones. The big one smells like fish, but this one smells like ass.
I don't know how you
I don't know how to respond to that. The big ones smell like fish and they smell like ass.
Yeah, so pretty much it heated up so much, the epoxy got
What was the
loose.
difference between fish and ass? About 2 inches.
Yeah, but the smell differs a lot, I think.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Different uses.
That's lowering the level of So what happened?
Sorry for the ones that are not used to our humor. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much split exactly in the middle, in the weakest point, as expected. So the foil closest to the epoxy gets really hot, and it just weakens, and then it blows its load pretty much. You use.
So what was the actual voltage? Was it
14.5 and it,
14.5, did it?
yeah. So
And after that, just went into like
thermal
runaway or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's exactly what happens. So
Lowland didn't have a cross cut on the top.
No.
oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, that was a bad smell.
Okay, so guys, while we were waiting to start the stream, Jack put something on the screen, didn't you? What did it say? My cat. No, cat eye.
Oh, the cat thing. Yeah.
It said cat eye farted. Did you see that?
Yeah. The people who are late probably didn't see the intro screen.
Okay, so we had an intro screen, and it said on it cat. That cat eye. Oh, somebody knows what it means.
Yeah, ChatGPT. So, are there French people in the audience, please? Are there French people?
So if you say,
I think Greg is from Canada or something.
yeah, so,
oh yeah.
So if you say ChatGPT,
Yeah.
To French person, it sounds like you've just said cat eye farted.
This is right. I read this on the internet and I thought this is so funny.
Well, chat is like means a cat in French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same as like if you come to Spain, don't ask for gato because you're gonna get a cat, aren't you? We like some dessert, yes, I'll have gato, a cat. Right. Okay. Yeah. So ChatGPT means cat eye farted.
I think so.
From
Yeah.
the capacitor.
Oh.
Parle GPT.
I don't know from where.
Yeah. I just read the text on your head before the stream. Yeah.
That's why the French made Claude the AI.
Now I understand why this needed to be named Claude. Yeah, okay. Because they had enough of farting cats or something.
Yeah. They didn't trust it so much with that name.
So now you know, if you're talking to French people and you say ChatGPT, don't worry if they're starting to smile or laugh at you. Or both. Or
Actually, AI, so IA is up in my estimation because I just happen to notice, you guys probably seen this when you go onto the internet and into Google search. Usually now the first result in Google is AI suggestion. So I went in yesterday, I thought, okay, and I put in how to learn electronics repair.
Yeah.
No, not even that. I thought about how to learn to fix electronics. I said, how to learn to fix electronics, and it basically said, go watch Richard's channel.
Yeah. Yep, I've got that response as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys, I've never done any SEO on my YouTube channel.
Word of
And
mouth
yet it still comes to me.
is the best one, and you do interesting stuff, so you get a lot of publicity. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Go watch it. Don't ask me. Go watch Richard. That's what it said. Okay, so Carlos brought something in.
Oh yeah, I did.
I need a beer and it still smells like
Do you want a beer now or do you want a beer?
Yeah, I want to have beer in my nose, please.
That smells horrible.
Which beer do you want? You want tropical? Do you want
I brought San Miguel, right?
San Miguel.
Yeah, I'm going to check San Miguel. Yeah.
Okay. One San Miguel. Yeah, I don't mean to get rid of that. Acrid. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, it smells bad, really bad.
It really is bad.
Nice.
And the bigger the cap, the worse it smells. By the way.
I'll try and find a bigger one for next time.
No, thanks.
Oh.
Then you
I'm
need
going
the
to be sick.
extractor. Yeah, no, this was bad.
Yeah.
Shall
Okay,
you
so
put the organ a bit more?
Yeah,
yeah, a little
Lon
bit.
says, Richard, the inverter you worked on, that video taught me a lot about how they work and gave me some direction on chasing things down to find the failure. I was always curious to get a general understanding on how they work, and it sure was odd to see those transformers.
Yeah, thank you. That was an interesting thing to me because I had a sort of a what's the word? I thought this is going to work in a certain way. I had a preconception of how it would work, and it turned out it doesn't work that way at all. This one.
yeah, because you go with your experience first.
Yes.
And then when it doesn't work out, you go sleuthing around.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I have in the back of my van the other one from the Thinker. It's a different brand. I think it's I think it may be 1500 watt, but sometime after the weekend, we're looking at that one. So we another inverter video.
Yeah, and there are a lot of
More
ways.
inverters.
There are a lot of ways to make inverters. So
Yeah.
there is a lot of different ones as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you have any clue why they're called inverter? Because they don't invert anything.
They don't change it upside down. No, I've never.
They do step up in a way.
it's probably the way they make the voltage. Yeah, the switching pretty much. That's
I've no idea what
it's
that
probably
is.
inverted waveform or something.
Rich Long is coming back. I was recently given one that failed, and I have my suspicions of what made it fail, like pulling too much current, probably instantaneous current from like a circular saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That usually kills them.
Yeah. Oh, it was given to me to play with. So, we'll call it free inverter. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was overcurrent, but apparently, so what's happened is the guy who owns this Thinker, which is like a farmhouse, didn't actually live here all the time. So he noticed he has security cameras that come up on his phone, so he can look around, and he noticed that all his cameras were dead.
Ah.
So he came over and found that all the power was off and the inverters had blown. So they'd left them running with the just on the solar power. I wouldn't be surprised if probably a fridge or something maybe running, but there wouldn't be anybody there, so they weren't using
Too much power.
at that time. So I don't know. When I heard
Yeah,
that, I
it could
thought, oh, that's
be-
interesting. Why would they both fail unless there's been some sort of
So the
incident?
What was it? A month ago, there was a big surge up in the mountains, and it killed my fridge.
But I
at
think
home,
these are off
and
grid.
my neighbor's fridge and my other neighbor's fridge. So it was like a huge surge of power in the grid. They shut down a big transformer, and
It's possible.
when they turned it on again, they forgot to limit it. So.
I don't know. It's possible that the place actually has mains power and solar, or I don't know. But anyway, it was interesting to hear how it felt.
Usually, the solar here is made as an afterthought and just as an addition to the mains power.
Maybe it's just a very sunny day.
Yeah, true. You can't cook inverters because they get hot. So
Yeah, there's that. Anyway, so yes.
Okay. So AliExpress with their stupid deals that if you buy more, you get more discount. I went on a shopping spree the other day.
Before I get this coupon
Happens to
codes.
the best of us.
Yeah, I bought a new soldering iron, a T12, finally. So I'm going to change out my soldering station and stuff. I'll make a video on that later. But I found a few interesting things
I give you the
online.
Okay. So I would assume.
The overhead has crashed again.
Yeah,
Let
I'll
me try if I can get this working.
function the zoom.
Overhead
and deactivate.
properties. Oh no, I can do this deactivate right here.
Yeah.
Deactivate, activate, and it doesn't do shit.
Usually.
Oh, it does something.
Okay, now something happens.
It's black.
It's gone dark.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, we're still here. Don't worry. Activate.
The Brio crash.
It's on. We're on.
Okay.
Oh, nice and blurry.
Wait. I can do that. You do the things over there.
You have to.
Oh, up there.
Right, something like that.
There we go. Okay, so I found these.
I tried to get the Keep going.
Yeah.
I don't think they're blurred, it's just in plastic bags.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the focus.
Okay, so let's open this up. So this is a heater, pretty
What?
much.
Oh, it's a hot plate.
It's a hot plate, yeah, pretty much, and wall power.
Oh!
So how do you control something like this?
You don't.
Yeah, exactly what I thought, but I found this. This is a 220 volt temperature control for hot plates.
Okay.
Guess what this ran me?
How much?
Dutch says, welcome to Carlos AliExpress shopping tips.
Yeah.
New series.
And this is up to 450 Celsius.
Okay.
Rated for 450.
So that's the thing.
It has a thermocouple, and it has a convenient hole to stick it in.
Okay.
On the side, so perfect. And you run the power through this wires, and then the power goes out, obviously, to the device. So they had a nice explanation. And this is 600 watts.
Okay.
And this can go up to 1500 watts.
Okay.
So this will make the cheapest hot plate you can buy.
So you haven't tried it yet?
Nope, I haven't. This is brand new. I got it the other day.
Well, the first thing I think I'd
Yeah.
like to see is what happens if we just plug this in. I mean,
It will just keep getting hotter and hotter.
no, it won't. Right. The reason this won't keep getting hotter and hotter is
Yeah.
because this is a positive temperature coefficient.
Yeah.
So as it heats up, the resistance increases, which reduces the current.
Yeah, it will
So
get to a point.
it will reach a certain temperature, which probably marks on it in some
Oh
way.
yeah, there's markings.
There's
on
some
it.
markings on it, which will probably tell us what temperature this is actually going to
See,
go to.
oh yeah. There we go.
Okay, there we go. So this says
260.
260 degrees. So this will go to 260 degrees, plus or minus
Yeah.
10% on its own. It
Oh
will
no,
stay there.
this is not marked.
It is
See,
not.
this is a checkbox. and
Yeah,
the
they
checkbox is
usually
check-
don't put the check on.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, it should be this one.
So we're going to try it.
Yeah,
Let's put it on top of that metal thing.
yeah, precisely my
Okay,
idea.
so
My idea was to make a cheap hot plate that works, and it costs less than 10 euros. And this flips the bill pretty
Okay.
much.
Well, with 260 degrees, you won't get far to do any.
No,
soldering.
I know.
okay, guys, what do you think if we just plug it in? Will it go to a certain temperature and stop? I think it
wasn't-
will.
This is for actually helping me desolder HDMI ports and stuff.
So you want to preheat?
Preheat exactly, and big BGA chips and stuff from underneath, and then I help it out with the hot air. It's just a cheap way of doing
Can I
something that's really expensive.
Seriously recommend this.
Oh yeah, of
And
course.
but these are cheap. 30, 40 euros or something.
Yeah,
Sure, guys.
they're not that cheap anymore, Rich.
I think it's not too much, you know.
They're about 50 now.
Oh, but now you get 10% off with my coupon.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. No, I've been looking at those. Same with desoldering stations. They went up in price the last years. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's not like the materials
This
are
should go down.
more
because
expensive. Yeah.
Mass production, you get them now with every.
So this is Richard's
coffee.
daily driver. That's what they use to preheat stuff, and it uses pretty much.
It's hot air.
Yeah, and it goes up to 300 something, right?
Well, it says 450, but
350.
what it goes up depends on the
Yeah.
PCB, how much of a ground plane there is. Anything.
Yeah, and how much it absorbs and
Yeah,
stuff.
on something like a motherboard or a graphics card, I can get the thing up to about 120,
Yeah.
140,
So
and then use hot air just to
These
finish
are
it.
about
I'm going to find that for you right now.
600 or 700 watts, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
This is grounded.
This?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has a- well.
It should be.
Well, it has a right connection for that.
Yeah, and it has a fuse, so fine.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah, I'm going to fuse this, obviously.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm going to make a little holder for it with metal, sheet metal.
Oh, come on, fuses are overrated.
Sometimes, if you put a higher rated fuse.
Okay, so the Corda 853B,
Yeah,
can we just find AliExpress somewhere?
they don't have.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Yeah, 540 watts. So
540
the
watt.
wattage is the same actually.
okay, so it's 58 euros.
Yeah, 60. Yeah,
Yeah, less than 10% now.
yeah.
I take it all you guys know about these coupons, and we've tried them, they do work. Yeah. That's
Andrew, thank you for confirming ChatGPT is cat. I farted. Thank you so much.
we have it. We have it on paper.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
So
Oh god, that smell is horrible. Yeah, we have a little metal sheet here.
we have a thermocouple. You want a bit of Captain tape?
Yeah, we could go with that.
Cat on tape?
Captain tape or Captain tape?
Crap on tape.
No, this that stuff that doesn't melt. That's the problem.
Yes, the real stuff.
There's stuff that doesn't melt.
Okay. Now this is not grounded, as you can see.
Really? Never thought of that.
What if you just stick it on the floor? Be grounded then, won't it?
Yeah. That would be really
Okay,
easy.
I'll deal with that for you.
Yeah, I was going to take these out. So
Oh, you can unplug the thing and
Which thing?
this thing, yeah, and maybe. Sorry, this is from the PC repair.
Let's see if the stream goes. No, the stream is still on.
Okay.
Okay. Come here, piece of crapos. There we go. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll need.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, the stream can go offline. there is a chance. I have had stuff that comes short-circuited from Ali.
Greg said I watched STG Electronics review a D-Bone C40 300 watt soldering iron. 380 watt soldering iron.
That's
Thought
a
of the
lot.
massive soldering tips when Richard was fixing that inverter.
Oh yeah. That took some effort.
Yeah, that takes a lot of heat. Okay.
So
There we go. 27.6
oh, that's our ambient temperature in the workshop.
with
by the way.
the
With
with
the
the
aircon on.
yeah, with the AC on.
With AC on. Can we get so people can see it? Yeah. Right, so we're gonna plug this in. So I think this will go to the temperature it says and stop. Because it's a positive temperature coefficient.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long it will take to warm up.
Yeah, me neither. So usually mains stuff is faster to heat up.
Bye guys.
Hey, bye. Okay. No.
Anti-climb.
Oh, it climbs quite fast.
30,
50,
38.
40.
42,
That here and
43.
there.
So it's quite fast.
Oh, sorry.
I like that.
So over 50.
Especially if we use.
And it makes music. What the heck was that?
No, that's my phone.
60.
I forgot to mute it. Smells like new burning stuff.
More burning stuff. Crowd.
That's probably the Captain tape
75.
inside this thing.
Lon says, what do you guys think about round and very large 220 volt outlets compared to the United States 120 outlets and plugs? The European stuff looks like it takes up a lot of space for a plug. Well, I think the European stuff is pretty small compared to the English stuff.
Oh yeah, compared to the English stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, so if we're comparing to different parts of the world, okay,
Yeah.
so the thermocouple is not touching anymore.
Okay.
Give me a sec. I'll help it out.
130.
Anne already Googled this. €4.10 for the heat plate. Oh, the crap on tape is just removing itself. 180. So
No,
nice,
no, 150 nearly now.
nice coffee warmer here.
Oh. It stopped warming up, it's cooling down.
Yeah, no, it's me.
Warwick, yes please. I want a swiveling ejector seat here. Yes, please. Okay, I think
175, 178. What was it? 260?
It said
260,
260,
it said
plus or
260,
minus
yeah.
10%, I think
Yeah.
it said.
no more smell.
Yeah,
So it looks like you don't really need a controller with it, it's just going to warm up and...
yeah. So, but not always. It's not always I want this hot.
Okay,
Because
so-
I do 3D print stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
melt the
I
ends.
think 200 is realistic.
Yeah. No, it will get.
I mean, bear in mind it's sitting on that metal sheet anyways, that's going to take some heat back out of it.
Yeah, because the part that heats up, it's actually underneath.
This is, I mean, on my big BJ machine, 200 degrees is what the preheaters normally set up, the infrared one.
Yeah.
This is probably where this is coming from, because this is now at 200 and it seems to stabilize there.
Oh, it's going up.
I mean, that's right, because bear in mind, you would normally use a preheater to warm the board and then use hot air just to tip it over the edge to unsolder stuff.
Yep, pretty much.
And that's a really nice temperature. So the preheater itself will not actually melt the solder. It just gets the whole board up at a nice workable temperature.
Oh, Lon, you're American. I always thought you were English. Okay, learned something today.
No, it says dog. You must be American.
Wait a second.
Like as in Deputy Dog. Do you remember Deputy Dog? No, you probably wouldn't.
What is a deputy dog?
It was a cartoon. Deputy Dog. DAWG.
Not from my time. I'm guessing. I had Ninja Turtles.
Paul says the controller is only needed if you want to lower the temp.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul.
Yeah, correct.
That's exactly what I'm going to use it for.
Yeah, and the controller actually doesn't control the current, it just turns it on and off repeatedly, so it uses the thermal mass of the plate.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, $4 for that. I mean, to be quite honest, could you get a load of these side by side and make like a big one?
Yep.
With 10 of them, for example.
You can, and there was actually higher wattage ones as well.
And you can warm motherboards quite nicely and graphics cards. This is a really nice thing, guys.
And coffee cups. Sorry.
And not fingers.
Fingers if you want to, I guess.
It's stabilised at 200, but bear in mind it's sitting on a metal.
Yeah, the metal plate is getting...
Actually, no, it's not conducting much heat.
Near the middle, it's toasted.
Okay, so 200 is there.
Yeah.
That's about where you want the preheater
I'm going to put some legs on it, metal legs that are isolated
Okay.
from the heat. So,
guys, for €4, that's a really nice thing.
yeah, I wasn't expecting it to hold that stable, to be honest. That's why I bought this thing. But on the other hand, I'm going to use this to melt 3D prints and stuff as well on it.
Dutch says we could use that as a resistor in the series to lower the temperature. Not again!
No, the resistor would just get hot, and because this is a
Not
PTC,
again.
it wouldn't work like that. So, I mean, what you could use is something like simple, like a 555 timer.
Yeah,
relay.
you can make it.
But yeah, click, and then just onto the
Considering these are $6.
Yeah, so relay the 555 lash something together.
Yeah,
But
and this has the
for
NTC.
6, yeah,
This has the NTC already inside.
Oh, it has a thermistor in here.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It's worth
it for $10. I completely agree.
Especially if you go with a bigger one of these. There were larger, big ones with 1,200 watts.
It's a really nice heat coming off that.
Yeah. No, it does what it says on the tin, pretty much. But these things, it's 5 times less or 6 times less.
Yeah.
Without the coupon. For some people, they can't afford this.
No, this is. I mean,
this is good enough to heat up a PCB to desolder stuff.
Yeah, we shouldn't ask, is it crap? Because it's not crap. It's
No,
clearly
it
not crap. I'm a bit suspect about the wire they put on it.
Yeah, normally they cheap out on the wire, but it's easy enough to desolder this and put something big
Yeah.
on.
Have we shown them the wire yet?
What?
The wire.
I'm trying to read it.
Chinese wire.
Chinese wire.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get into what the quality of the wire is.
Yeah, and probably it's half the thickness.
And
of
what's
the
this
wire.
like? Can you splay the legs?
Probably. No, actually.
They're quite solid.
Yeah, they're solid.
Yeah.
Usually you can squish them together quite easily, but no, they didn't chip out on the connector.
No, it's not a heat resistant cable, is it? Right?
No. It's heat resistant until
The red one is heat resistant.
Yeah.
But
Which you know is fine.
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah, true. And after that, you're on your own.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So this is just 4 bolts I'll put in. It has some small legs. It comes with.
Okay. Greg was asking about magnets. Are there some magnets on the thing?
No, I don't
This
think
looks
so.
like aluminum.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Yes, aluminum.
So
How you
magnets wouldn't really work.
So no magnets.
The strange thing
You
about
can glue some magnets on, but the magnetism disappears at
100 degrees. Yeah. Curie temperature.
what's this thing about aluminum? Because I don't think Americans call like sodium sodom and magnesium magnesium.
Some of them do.
I don't know. I've never been to the USA, but did they like calcium, sodom, magnesium, or is it just the aluminium?
And I'm not going to say it because it's going to be
Go
some
for Sweden.
aluminium.
Oh, it's the same in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aluminium. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if you do that, sodom must be quite fun. Lithium, sodom, potassium.
Got more radium.
If you go to Alabama, you'll probably hear that more than once.
Judge asked, now hook the plate up to 380 and we'll guess the max temp, or do we have 380 volts? We don't have this in the office
no,
here.
Rich doesn't have 380.
No, we don't. And probably if the heating doesn't melt, it will still stick to 200 volts because it's a thermal copper. So if you put in more voltage, we'll cut out earlier.
It's actually a PTC. It's not a thermocouple. It's a it's a positive temperature coefficient.
You know what I mean.
So it goes to a natural
temperature.
Yeah, it levels out naturally.
Yeah, levels out.
Guessing here, but since we don't.
But for a big, let's say a motherboard, you want to work on it, then heat up the entire thing.
I would get 10 of those things and build onto
they're
a wooden base or
about
something.
3 times as big already
Okay.
to buy. So you buy just 2 of those and you're
for motherboard.
you're golden. I think they were like 15 euros each. The big ones.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Ginormous coffee warmers.
Yeah.
For ginormous coffee mugs.
They have some uses. they were. Yeah. I don't like. I don't drink coffee anymore, so it doesn't help at all. So too much coffee in my early days when I worked at Sony Ericsson, like.
We got the nice
liter and a half.
Yeah. So I bought something today at the car boot sale.
Yeah, I'll see that.
Overhead is on.
I got this at the car boot sale this morning, and I couldn't resist this.
Yeah, I do understand why.
I couldn't resist it.
That's a 60s toy.
I think it's the 1970s, I'm guessing. Now, the guy wanted 20 euros, and I paid him 10 euros.
That's a good.
He said
deal.
12, and I said no and walked away. And he says, okay, and it was 10 euros. I just couldn't resist this because when I was a kid in the 70s, I would have loved this.
Yeah, I saw these at the shop, at the do-it-yourself shops, mostly when I was young as well.
You'd want one. Can we get a camera on these pictures here? Because it's the pictures on the lid. So we've got
a sonar. What?
Well, so we have test equipment circuits with a picture of an oscilloscope.
I don't think you get an oscilloscope.
This one I really like, a sonic fish caller.
Yeah, sonar, pretty much.
Then we have a, do you like this one? Look at the guy running off here. SCR burglar alarm. Eee! And this terrified guy. Yeah. And the code practice oscillator.
I love 60s and 70s toys.
This must, and it could be 80s, but I think it's 70s. So.
You know, with the colors, with all the red,
the style is 70s,
black,
at least.
gold. This could be German, really.
Yeah. I was exactly going to ask you if it was German.
Can we turn this around? Because camera is the other way around.
We can.
Oh yeah, for the people.
So and now if we bring this down a tad,
we zoom.
I was going to ask how did they have LED displays, but no, it's a solar.
Yes, it's actually solar.
Yeah,
it's solar. You know,
it was one of those that you had on the calculators before.
Yeah. Solar battery. So this is analog. I think this is 70s.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm checking for a date on this thing.
Just do your daughter. She should learn some electronics.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. She should.
There should be a date on this.
Yeah, that's what.
Can you guys guess how old this is? Look, it's got an IC unit, which is like a little plastic thing there, which I think's got the circuit inside it.
Yeah, different things. So it's pretty.
So this is how the wires go. So the way you use this, I had something like this similar when I was a kid. So the way this works is
instead of soldering.
You bend this over and you poke the wire in.
Let me do a detailed shot on this one.
So you bend the spring over and pull on it.
Okay.
Oh my God, I think I had one of these before. But
yeah, me too. I'm getting flashbacks. I don't know why.
I had one of these.
Maybe at school.
I had one in the 1970s.
Man, this must be 50 years ago.
It must be.
Man, I'm so old.
I think we had one at my school.
Gordon says it's 1978. Yeah, this would fit.
Yeah.
That would have been 10 then.
Yeah, at my school I think they had one, but we weren't allowed to touch
details here, details. We got a meter. That meter's anything? It's
a voltmeter.
Yeah, we know it's a voltmeter, but it doesn't say volt on this.
It says meter.
This is a bad stuff.
So it could be current. Oh, we've got a lamp bulb. Look, there's a light bulb here.
Yeah.
There's a real light bulb, a
signal lamp.
Word. Light bulb?
So what batteries does this take? Normal AA batteries over here.
Yeah, 2 AAs.
No, that's not too bad.
And there's a 9 volt.
This is the Morse code key.
There's some
The
Morse
9 volt
code.
is probably for the lamp, I'm guessing. It needs...
Well, you know what? Let's find this out. You could try if the solar battery over there does anything with a meter.
Okay, do you have the...
There's a tuning circuit with a variable capacitor and a coil.
Okay, some wires. Okay, I'm going to hook this up then.
Can we show them the picture?
Holy crap, this is rusty. Okay.
Wow, this is... Okay.
It's oxidized really badly.
There's a side cutter in here. Here you go.
Here we are. Here's how it works, guys. So this
Okay, guys. This is the new schematics. From now on, we draw schematics like that.
There's the schematic. No nets noticed, by the way.
Why?
I was going to say it.
Okay, and that's how you wire the thing up to make that circuit.
Look at this. This is just like fritzing.
Yeah, people get confused with nets, and I do agree.
And then you don't get confused by that?
Actually, no. It's more straightforward.
It just has 2SB as the transistor. I think we should see any voltage coming out, and where are the transistors? We can test them with a meter in.
I'm going to hook up the solar thingy.
Yeah, let's see if the solar thingy produces any voltage.
You want the multimeter there?
We have a multimeter.
Oh!
That's one built in. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm just scraping the wires because they're so oxidized.
Okay.
It's just a bit slow. Sorry.
Usually slow.
Oh, is there a copyright date on the front of the manual?
I'll have a look.
No, there wasn't. That's what I was looking for.
I'm going to look now, see if I sort of...
Either way, in the front or at the back?
Yeah, I'm going to...
Yeah, usually at the back. Okay.
So, kids, here goes the magic of
Oh,
big
it
fun.
says it's been developed to cater for the growing interest in the electronic equipment in this space age.
Space age.
Okay.
So this
No
is
That's
reaction.
the 80s.
No reaction all there, so let's help it out. We have all overhead lights, but the door...
Oh!
Ta-da!
It still works! Oh my god!
The meter moves. Yeah, look.
Yeah, it works. It's not a lot of voltage, that's for sure, but it has some.
Yeah.
You know, I still find this fascinating.
It's a cool toy.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I don't see at the front or back any age,
No, neither did I. And I looked.
but I am pretty confident this is 70s.
Huh. Oh, the
This
sonar.
is a thing for a telephone.
For
a telephone thing.
Listening a tap.
Yeah. This is how you could listen into. You put this on the backside of these old telephones.
Yeah, this is a vibration pretty much pickup.
This is an inductor.
Yeah, and it has 2 wires. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Look, see, this is how to make an SCR out of 2 transistors. I actually did it. All you need to know about thyristors. I actually showed that circuit.
Yeah, and they have the explanation. I know.
The explanation of everything of SCR.
This is for larger kids. That's for sure. That's really advanced stuff for.
Yeah,
small kids.
I think this is.
This is probably
FX
for
Clinic. Hello, my friend.
12 to adults.
Yeah, it probably is 12, 13, 14. I mean, I said as a kid, I would have absolutely loved this thing.
Oh, here. Okay, this one is broken, so this needs.
Capacitor design says Lumen 100 in 1 in 100 electronic projects kit from Tandy, 1972.
Yeah.
I can go with this because it mentions the new the space age.
Yeah, you're right, my friend. Yeah, I was 4 when this came out.
72.
I wasn't born for almost 10 years.
You weren't even the sperm, were you?
Yeah, no.
So, okay, an actual fact in 1972, depending on what part of the year, I was 13 years old.
Yeah, so this was.
So this would
This would have been exactly
targeted for you.
targeted for me.
Yeah.
You think so? Wouldn't you be a bit old for that?
No.
This is.
This would be targeted for me. I mean, you got to remember in the 70s, I mean, you didn't do electronics at school. You couldn't learn this.
Yeah.
There was obviously no internet. I mean, the only way I didn't know anybody. My dad didn't know anything about it. He was a
Yeah,
minor, you know.
Same. Yeah,
It's-
same.
it's-
So
different today.
I had to go to the lending library
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
borrow books.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much the same with
how
me,
I
yeah.
learned
Yeah.
to fix
I
cars.
hadn't
and stuff.
even discovered electronics magazines at that time,
Yeah.
and when I did, I couldn't afford them.
I started with electronics with the C64 when I was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Because it broke all the time.
Is this thing worth anything, or is it just an
I'm
interesting?
pretty sure
I
it's
think that's
worth-
actually a museum piece. You know,
it's very well kept. There is one broken wire here, but otherwise,
I think we can fix this.
yeah, we know how to solder. I'm guessing.
Oh, here's the transistors. Let's see if the transistors are okay. So we have a 2SB56. We have two of them.
Do you have the transistor tester?
We have a transistor tester, and these are NPN. Have we get the transistor tester?
Cartha, you're from 1990. Wow.
Yeah, he's the youngest one in chat. I think.
Yeah, you always is. Yeah.
There is one more that's younger than him, but usually not online.
I'm not the oldest around.
No, you aren't. You aren't.
No. I can't remember who was the oldest one, but we had a poll. It was some. Okay. Crap.
Wrong thing.
Markings. Where the hell? Is
There's
one?
your two transistors there and there. So, well, you just clip them wherever you like. It'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
So there's 3 springs for the transistor.
Yeah.
Because these are the most likely thing to get damaged.
Yeah. Over time. Yeah.
Well, people connecting the wrong way, putting 9 volts on the base and stuff. So, can you get it?
No.
Gordon was 15 in 72.
There we go.
So Gordon is a bit
Gordon's a bit older
than you.
than
Just not stretch them and it works fine. There we go.
Peter says, I had a kid, I think it was a Radiotronics X40, and this things my belt. I was fun with it. They replicated many circuits onto variable.
What did it say?
Yeah. The Vora designer.
Oh, germanium.
PMP, germanium transistor.
What?
So the NPN is the other one. There's one more.
I don't know the same. 2SB56, they're both the same.
Yeah.
So,
it says the same. It's
Okay.
It said NPN.
Oh no, the PMP.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's getting weird by the minute.
Yeah.
so let's go
It
to.
said NPN, so.
Yes, it does show some NPNs on here.
So
So
There's,
there must be an NPN as
there's
well.
a PMP.
There's 2 PMPs and an NPN. So those are 2. So
where's the NPN?
inside this thing, I think.
There's another. Isn't this a transistor?
Well, there's another one.
Yeah, let's
let's test it,
check
go on.
that one. These things are so cool. They had some nice toys back then, because these disappeared when I was young. They had the chemical sets for making crystals.
Oh yeah, we had the chemistry set.
Yeah.
It had all sorts of poisonous things in it. And
Yep.
Go for it.
Making what's it called?
Yeah, it's
Copper
good.
crystals and stuff. Yeah, PMP. So they didn't kill it.
they didn't
This-
kill it.
Looking at it, it has very little use.
Yeah.
Because no scratches or anything. It has barely any damage on the colored parts. So I'm pretty sure this actually works quite well.
Oh, sorry.
There's a resistor here that's...
Oh, the NPN is inside this thing, and it shows you on here how you can connect to it.
Let me get in there.
So this is a giant IC, pretty much.
Well, yeah.
That's
the
showing.
NPN, so you can connect to the base here, but you can't directly connect. Oh, you can connect to the emitter there, but you can't connect directly to the collector only via resistors. So I can't easily test that, but
No.
because it's protected like that, it's probably fine.
Yeah, no, it's very protected.
Yeah.
But I like the small diagrams near the stuff.
I really like this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you have the spinny thing here.
Potentiometer,
Yeah. And
variable capacitor.
It's
Variable
so
capacity
nice.
tuning.
Yeah, they have the
This is
market.
for radio, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then the different sizes of capacitors.
Yeah. So, guys, €10. Was I ripped off? What do you think?
No.
What's the RFC? I don't even know what an RFC is.
Radio frequency
Controller?
show?
What?
No? Yeah, I don't know.
what an RFC is.
Let's hook it up to the tester.
Oh, it's us the tester.
Yeah, but that's a component tester.
That is a component, practically.
But no, this is only for transistors, and this if it's a diode, but this will.
Yeah, that's what was my guess.
It's not.
Actually.
I don't think it's a diode.
Let's see what
I
it
would guess
thinks
some-
it is.
Oh, it thinks a long time.
Unknown.
Unknown fault.
Oh, right.
component.
Okay,
Yes.
the Atlas doesn't know much more than me.
Let's do it with the multimeter.
Yeah, That's
Before somebody looks up and tells us what an RFC is.
anyone has a clue?
Radio frequency choke. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I was guessing something with a radio there. Yeah.
So then this we need to measure it in
So this-
millihenries, pretty much.
This won't do it. This will just tell you it's like a short.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a short, pretty much. Where is the? Let's see. There. Okay. Has some resistance. Okay, let me push hard. 20 ohms.
Yeah, so it must be quite narrow, quite a windy in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for 20 ohms. Yeah.
I'd say so.
I'm surprised actually.
I'm a bit surprised as well.
There's a
Actually.
little speaker thingamajig.
Yep. That's the
Relay.
alarm for the burglars.
Yeah, true. And it has Morse code on
It
it.
has a relay. Yeah, this is Morse code. This is a Morse code. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't see.
Yeah. And for all you people who never did Morse
I
code,
just thought this was a
here's a cheat sheet.
over-engineered switch.
No, it's a Morse code.
It's a Morse code. Yeah, the little tappy thingies they used back in the 70s, 80s.
Oh, yeah, look, this is your 9-volt battery goes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 batteries.
And you can hook them up to different things.
Okay.
So it's surprising they didn't hook up the 9-volt battery and then just fry one of these. So impressive.
Well, no, this is the 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's
Maybe.
fell off, and this one is just wired directly to there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? I like it.
I like it.
I've no idea what we're going to do with it. I think it should go on
Is this a
display.
wooden box?
It's a wooden box.
It's a wooden box with
Dovetailed.
dovetail corners. This has to be expensive to make.
This would have been expensive, I think.
Yeah.
In comparison to like a week's wage at the time, yeah.
Yeah, no. Compared to
Oh, somebody says the code is off. Look again.
oh,
Get you the code again.
Did he say Cat I-40 in Morse code?
Well, I see S is right and O is right. I only can do SOS. So.
long is
Yeah, I don't have any.
I
idea
can do
what
X dash dot dot dash. I know that one for some reason.
I know E is a short dot because this is the most used one.
I think I've told this story before.
I can't do Morse code for shit.
So the reason it says X is dash dot dot dash, I've got to tell the story now. So in Stoke-on-Trent, where I hail from, I was a mobile DJ. And a friend of mine who was a radio amateur knew another guy who was also a radio amateur that owned a swingers club.
Ah.
And he asked me if I'd DJ at the swingers club. And I said, go on then. And I saw some interesting things I will tell you. But anyway, they had this place, it was called Adventures. Well, it's actually called Adventures in Lust, I think. But the sign outside, so the council said, yeah, you can open the club and whatever, but you can't make any mention of sex on the sign. So it just said Adventures and like a border around it, and the border had brakes in it, like different size brakes.
Okay.
And I figured out that the brakes were actually Morse code. I said, that's Morse code. What's it saying? He told me a story. He said, well, the council said I couldn't put sex on it, so I put sex and Morse code on the in the brakes and the border. Sent it into them. They said, yeah, fine.
Yeah, and the people that are looking for it knows what they're looking for. So
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, that guy, if he's still, he moved before I moved a couple of years before, and he moved to Tenerife.
French code, Morse code is more fun.
Because Cat I farted?
Yeah. So, guys, what do you think? Would you have paid €10 for it?
Oh yeah, I would have. This is cool, and it comes with the booklet. This is important because it explains everything, and it has 100.
Don't you want to try if Lily wouldn't be keen of this?
No, she won't. She's still too small for this. She needs about 10, 12 years.
Yeah, this is for that age.
Okay.
And even though, I mean, one of the corners is gone the way.
Yeah,
I mean.
the book is too advanced, pretty much for kids at that age.
Oh yeah, of course. And she isn't.
No, she can read quite a lot in English, but not that much.
Can anybody find one online?
Custom made in Taiwan for Science Land projects.
Yes, I mean,
So Science Land is obviously the company here.
Yeah, someone found it.
Wow.
what's it called?
Yeah, even the wood is worth for fire. Yeah, 10 euros.
It's a Lumen 101, is it?
Found one
Lawrence
online.
found one online for 35
Yeah.
US.
Yeah. So
With taxes now.
Okay, so 10 I did all.
Oh yeah, they charge you taxes in eBay now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they do. I stopped selling there because they taxed someone more than the product was selling for. And they told me this is a ripoff. I asked him, "What are you talking about? I didn't tax you."
Yeah.
No, eBay did. Oh,
Yeah. Thanks, Donald.
Yeah, I just told him I canceled the order. Don't worry, I'll take the loss here because I don't want to give eBay any money either.
I found this at the car booth as well. I might have been ripped off on this one. I might have given too much money for this, but
Yeah, I believe so.
I probably did.
I'm guessing you paid almost the same as you usually do for
No,
report?
no, I actually paid him 45 for it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were haggling there, and I thought, why would you buy this for this?
45.
So this is it's a 10th generation i5. It's a
Yeah,
high.
but were you drinking this morning?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I don't think this morning I was sober from last night as a trip.
Yeah.
So
So you checked the CPU at least before you bought it.
I checked the CPU at least before I bought it, and,
Okay.
and we can see.
So you knew what you were getting.
Yeah, what I went on the basis of 45. If either the motherboard or the CPU's working, it's probably all right. Can we see?
40.
Yeah, I try to.
Is it?
I'm trying to.
The CPU is not worth even 20 euros, right?
So the CPU is a
2.9.
i5 10400F. I don't know. I need to look on eBay.
2.9.
i5 10400F.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Dutch. You can't buy a brand new ITX board for that.
Yeah.
Run NVMe somewhere? No, it doesn't, right?
Yes, it has.
It has
Oh, there's an
NVMe.
NVMe. Oh, right. So, okay.
It has an NVMe, two 1X slots and 116 slot. This would make a good media PC if you have a good graphics card for it. Pretty much.
I have an RTX 3060 lying around, of course.
But it's bigger than the board.
No, it'll fit. It'll be fine. It's only it'll go quite happily into that. slot.
Yeah. No, I believe you. It will fit.
Oh, okay, let's see if I got. I mean, I don't know if it works or not, but the processor is an i5 10400F.
Yeah.
So how much do they sell for on eBay? So I've put CPU, I think.
And click sold as well.
Okay, and click sold, but let's have
Because
it.
they're really.
Oh, well,
down.
this is what people are asking for them. 66, 54. So
They
if I
usually
go,
don't get that.
I go to sold, advanced.
You have sold on the left, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have to do it this way.
I bought a lot of stuff before.
Okay. Right. This is in the UK. Oh, £42 that's sold.
42,
for.
71.
That one sold for £71.98.
What the heck is wrong with it?
This one went in auction.
no,
This
okay.
was on the buy it now.
Okay, so there's
That's
a difference
another
in
byte
there's a difference in the megahertz, by the way.
That's auction again.
Rich, stop.
What?
True.
4.3 gigahertz. This is 2.9.
True. This is
400F.
that's
i5.
Yeah.
2.9.
2.9. That's
4.3
the correct
turbo.
one. So that one's more expensive.
4.3 is a turbo.
It's the turbo.
Okay, so they put in the turbo number.
Okay, so
People.
it was if the processor's working, I actually
You
you made
I'm
it.
okay. I'm okay. What's the board?
It's let's see. Where's the board? Oh, there we go. H410 M S.
Is it any dash or anything?
No, space S.
S2H. This is a gigabyte board, yeah.
And this is a V2.
V2.
Yeah, and it's a gigabyte board.
Right. How much are these motherboards worth if it's working?
About 70 euros. Oh, more.
That's not a processor with it. 30 parts only.
Yeah, that
33 pre-owned. Okay. So if the motherboard's working, the CPU isn't, I'm out of pocket. If the CPU's working and the motherboard isn't, I'm in pocket. If they both work, I'm definitely in pocket.
Yeah, you still have a lot of good parts.
Yeah, for a 10th generation Intel motherboard, I've got the RTX 3060, which can go on that. Stick an NVMe on, you've got quite a useful little machine.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a starter for the AI crowd.
For not much money.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the
happy clappers.
the happy clappers have arrived.
Yeah, sorry for the horrible music in the background.
I'm impressed they haven't broken the latch for the
Yeah.
GPU. They usually rip that off immediately. When they...
Mario, who I got this from, he's normally about 50-50 on whether stuff actually works or not. It's a bit...
it doesn't look damaged.
It doesn't look damaged, and it's kind of like... I know this seller, and generally speaking, if I buy stuff like this, it's about 50-50 if it all works or not. But I can't imagine the CPU is faulty.
No, the CPUs are quite bulletproof.
And that's
usually
the
VRMs or the power supply.
Okay, guys, so €45.
Okay.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Considering the CPU that's on there, it's actually worth something. Yeah. You did a good deal. I hate these latches for the NVMEs though, the plastic ones.
Oh, the plastic.
I hate those.
This plastic latch here.
You spin it around, pull it out, it's floppy, and then you pull it back in. And with heat, it gets loose.
Well, it hasn't broken off.
No.
That's just a bad deal because it's Intel.
Oh,
I agree 100%. I am AMD Andy all the way. I've been AMD since the Athlon days.
all my machines.
Athlon 1, by the way.
I don't have any in. All my machines are Intel.
I don't care, as long as it works.
Okay, so
AMD is the best, pretty much. Right now they're killing Intel completely.
So Detlef bought something. Shall we have a quick look at this restoration project?
Another keyboard.
No, worse.
Oh, no.
Worse, yeah.
Worse.
Oh, by the way, the keyboard from last week worked. Oh, but I have a drone story, another drone story to tell you.
He crashed another one.
No, but
No?
you remember last time I sent the Mini 4 Pro back, and
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
For repair.
yeah, and the Mini 4 Pro came back fine, flies like it's never done anything before, and it's a new one. They sent you a repaired one. But then I thought, I have a Mini 3 Pro. This was our first drone we flew for Gran Canaria and covered.
The one that I fixed because you broke it.
Yeah, and I crashed it into the side of a mountain. Yeah, big mountain, I know, don't
And
laugh.
broke on there.
And Rich fixed it. There's actually a video about this, and I had never heard him so much cursing.
Yeah. But I did fix it.
But he did, yeah, he did. But
However,
this was horrible to fix. And I thought, well,
Yeah,
there's a bit more. I fixed it, but he had a problem. Like micro jittering in the gimbal.
we had some jitter in the video output. So I thought, because I never fly this, because you'd always go for, okay, if it's an important video, use a Mini 4, and if it's not important video, well, why? This was laying around and gathering dust, and I thought, okay, well, you know what's the worst thing that could happen? That they charge me money.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. So again, Rich did a marvelous job for this one, but I sent it over to DJI, and yesterday morning I had a mail, and my boss passed in, telling me, okay, we fixed this for you, and we know there's a problem with the gimbal anyway, so you're getting a new drone.
Yeah, it's like a known failure, isn't it?
Yeah. And I didn't pay a cent for this.
That's good.
Again?
Yeah. Postage from the Canaries is horrible.
Yeah.
They paid it.
Postage to the Canaries is horrible. And there was a pro forma invoice, and they're saying something about $92, and we don't pay this. So if you have a broken DJI drone, guys,
Send it back.
Send it back. Even if you don't have the care refresh thingamajig.
Yeah. It goes to Holland, doesn't it?
They have a really good repair policy there, and well, yeah.
That's good. That makes you trust them more.
Yeah. Imagine Apple would do the same.
That's a joke of the year.
Yeah.
They break your stuff intentionally to buy the new one.
Yeah, Dutch, absolutely with you. Very raw these days. Yeah, absolutely. I was completely blown away when this came back, and they actually call you after they do after service call back and say, okay, was everything? Did everything work okay? And
That's
guys.
good.
Yeah.
Especially after
DJI for life. Yeah, I need a t-shirt for DJI.
You probably can get one.
So, Detlef,
if I crash enough drones next time.
Sponsored by DJI. Yeah.
It's called Apple because it comes with a worm in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Detlef, what's this then?
Okay, we look at this. It's a Fender. It's a not an off Fender. It's a Fender guitar amp.
It's kind of crusty.
Yeah, and this was a problem.
Yeah, we're gonna show you.
We talked to the guy and said, okay, I have no idea what did I pay. 25?
No,
25.
No, it was 20.
20.
20. Yeah. And you know, for even
He wanted 25, and I got him down to 20.
Yeah.
I couldn't get him down to 18.
yeah, and if we can get this running, but there's a big if coming up.
Because
They have opened it. I see.
No, we haven't.
No, you haven't, but someone else has because there's strip screws
Can you
and different screws.
but we're gonna open it.
can you turn it to the front to the camera?
There we go.
So
McCrusty.
let's go for McCrusty here. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this.
20
And
euros.
there is something inside the hole here as well.
Can we get
There's
that?
something living in there.
Yeah, no, a white piece. So it's paper. I'm guessing there's paper everywhere here. Actually.
Yeah, I have no idea what they did there. Yeah.
Front man.
Frontman, 15G, probably 15 Gs or something.
Yeah,
maybe it's just 15 watts.
No, it's 38 watts.
Ah, well, no, it draws 38 watt from
Yeah.
the mains.
Oh yeah, so it's 15 watts.
It's probably
out.
15 watt out, but it's about 50, 50%.
But considering how oxidized these screws are, this has had a lot of water nearby.
So we're going to open it up.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's take off the back cover.
I got this mainly for thinking of this as a restoration project because
You can fix it up.
chances are this is broken.
Beyond repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering the
29 on eBay's. Yeah.
20.
Spitballs.
What does it say? The 29 on eBay, yeah.
Yeah.
So for 20 euros, it's about 18 pounds.
I need a
bigger-
bigger tip for that screw. I'm not sure this one is going to come out.
Try this.
We didn't have any
Yeah.
screwdrivers with us, so we were flying blind here because, well,
Okay.
It's a ratchet.
Yeah, I've.
Try to explain how that works, that ratchet screwdriver, by the way.
You know, it's fine. I actually have a mini one, and I have a big one for the car.
I really need
don't we have the electronic thing?
It won't take these off.
But
I need
really,
it.
it's so.
Yeah, they're crusted in there. I actually have to.
Rich, do you want to do a bit of training and show the people the other amp?
Afterwards.
Okay, because just want to brag a bit.
Okay, you can brag about afterwards. Because you paid quite a lot of money for the other one.
Well, I think it's worth.
Oh, can we show the people this?
Oh, yeah.
The different look. This is Saturday beer.
It's a Sunday. You can't drink this today.
It's sacrilege.
Yeah, so I have a can of. Has anybody ever seen this brand of beer before? Because I
No.
never have. Saturday.
I saw that and I thought of you. That's why I bought
Oh,
it.
come on, you saw this. Come on, you saw this and it was cheap. That's why you bought it.
Actually, I didn't look at the price. I don't know how much it was.
I can tell
Saturday
you,
beer.
Saturday beer.
Okay, this needs
It's
some level, please.
4.2% alcohol.
You
So,
like
what should we
testing
do?
new stuff.
This is
Yeah, I do.
is this a local brew?
Yeah, it looks like it's from here.
Well, it says Cerveza Lager, Suave Refrescante. It's all in Spanish.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, you said that you got it from Unida.
yeah, from Unida. Yeah.
Okay.
You need this a supermarket we have here.
It's a small supermarket with. They have some import stuff as well.
And they're quite cheap.
Yeah, they're probably one of the cheapest small chains here.
An
If
interesting
it tastes bad, it's because it's Sunday, says Cartha.
That's yesterday's beer.
I'm making sure I'm putting a lot of pressure so I don't strip these screws.
Can I just mention, I don't know how this is where you guys live, but you can get cans of beer here for like a third of the price. You can get a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Cola Zero was 3 times as cost of a beer.
I saw this today when I got the San Miguel. This was 65 cent,
And the Coke was
and
90 or
this
something.
Coke is 90 or
Yeah,
something.
and some of the beers like 30 cents
Can
or
I
something.
get
Flat satisfaction?
flat screwdriver
Okay.
so I can pry this off? I don't think this needs to come off, right?
I don't think so.
That tastes like it. You know that funny smell that came out of the capacitor?
Because it's Sunday.
That's bad. That bad.
Yeah, it reminds me of that funny smell that came out of the capacitor.
A taste.
But since Carlos bought it for me, I'll have to drink it.
If Sunday is the first day of the week, isn't Saturday the Sabbath?
You're correct.
I
yeah,
have no idea.
that's why it's
Well,
called Sabado.
That's why it's called Sabado. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
In
okay,
Spanish, it's
yeah.
called Sabado.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Sabado.
And Sunday is Domingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich, I think Carlos needs a
Yeah, a flathead screwdriver.
You need a flathead.
Preferably.
What? You need a flathead?
I already do. Hits it.
The guys didn't see that.
No, I know they didn't. This is quite firmly
What one flathead?
attached, but it's really crusty around. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes. This is 50-50. Either way, it's pristine
Ah,
and the.
Oh.
We got really lucky.
Well, how this end out?
or everything down there in there is cockroach.
Okay, no, it's
cockroach
still
cemetery.
held down by this.
Oh, really? Should I?
Yeah, take these screws out, Carlos. This is.
No, but I thought this was just
Well,
ornamental.
probably not.
No, it wasn't. It
And
bent.
there's another one here as well.
Yeah, that one didn't bend up.
Well, I'd still take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Once you go into the bar.
might as well.
Yeah.
So I needed both screwdrivers anyway.
You're going to take it like something's going to get thunk inside.
Yeah, that was my worry.
Yeah, the transformers go through the speaker code or something.
Okay.
Okay, can we get into it now?
No, something else is holding this
How old
down.
is this
I
thing?
think
Oh,
What do you
Go
mean
for-
something
go
else
for-
put it down?
this one.
No.
go for brute force. Really? You think?
That can't go.
Ah, no, it
No.
was.
Oh.
And no, they didn't need to come out. It was just that crusty.
Oh,
It's
what a funny
Ooh.
smell.
Oh,
What's-
that's rotting wood.
Okay.
Oh, what is that funny smell?
That's rotting wood.
But this looks pretty nice.
This
Yeah.
episode, this episode,
actually-
what's the speaker like? Let me just.
Oh, it has mold on it. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you see that?
Yeah, the white mold. Here, it's white mold on the speaker cone.
Oh fuck.
It's white mold, so don't worry. It's not dangerous by any means.
Oh.
It's not jammed.
No, no. It
Well, I don't
seems,
think so.
It seems to be okay. Nice and clean inside, actually, compared to the outside.
Yeah. Totally different from the outside. I did.
That smells.
Yeah,
something else, doesn't it?
it's rotten wood, pretty much. You can get rid of it by spraying this with WD-40 for sealing the wood,
Alright.
and you're done. It won't rot anymore.
Yeah, we probably need to get all the crap out there. Anyways.
Yeah,
So, transformer. Here.
yeah,
We can.
That's a small transformer. That.
yeah. And it looks no. This is just epoxy. Okay, fine. It looked like a burnt through here, but no, it's just epoxy.
Plug it in.
He wants to end the stream early.
We don't have a guitar here, so
we can't really
yeah.
test it.
I'm out of guitars today.
I believe that's an yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
think it has an aux in. Yes.
Yeah, it does, but that was the crusty part.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this should work. I don't see any dead bugs or anything.
Yeah. This is what
you
scares me.
You were
Yeah,
expecting
yeah,
a cockroach
yeah.
or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
No Beatles.
Oh. Yeah. No, this looks fine. I don't see any burnt components or leaking capacitors.
Mm.
So just an elbow grease, getting with WD-40 in there and
Yeah,
sealing the thing.
because this use MDF wood, you need to seal the corners because it absorbs water like a
Can I
sponge.
just say, by the way, that's not MDF, that's chipboard.
Oh yeah, chipboard. Sorry.
Just mention this.
Yeah, MDF is no
Medium density fibre. It's
Yeah,
not wood.
MDF is more compact and
And more of
more.
a greyish colour.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's more like gypsum, pretty much.
MDF is medium density fibre.
Yeah.
That's chipboard.
Yeah, it's the cheapest shit you can buy.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. There's one version worse than this, but yeah.
Okay, guys, you want to see it plugged in?
Let's see if we can blow up the fuse at least.
Oh, is the fuse good?
Yeah, I think so. Give me the multimeter and I'll check it.
Let's get it inside and let's see what. Let's get it plugged in and see what happens.
If the fuse is bad, nothing. That's usually the case. Oh, let's help you out there.
Thank you.
Come on. Fucking fat wires on the other side. Oh, that seems fine. One ohm.
That's probably just the meter leads.
Yeah. So that's fine. It's not open. So that's good.
This will work. Just
Yeah, this should work.
This thing should work.
It looks pristine inside, actually. It's
need,
just the absorption of water in the wood. That's the problem, and you can seal that quite easily.
So we need some sort of.
In,
Well, if we just get a phono lead, we just touch the end of the finger, it goes bzz, 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 without
Yeah,
something
indeed.
yeah, yeah.
We probably can use the aux, and the aux
Yeah,
would be.
okay, so we do. We do.
Yeah, don't screw this closed because.
No, I'm just going to put back the ones that don't matter. The ones that I knew didn't matter, but I still took them out because it was stuck in there. Because there's crud all around the corner. So this is a cleanup job, pretty much, and you're probably going.
I wouldn't have guessed this.
No. I'm quite surprised because looking at it from the outside, it's rusty all over. So you know it has been. Maybe this was used near the beach for playing music and stuff.
Yeah, true.
The salty water there eats up these things. Yeah, because this looks like it's been underwater, but the inside doesn't look at all. This is completely rusted through.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is quite easy to fix.
So you can just touch that wire there.
Yeah.
So we plug this into the phono.
And then just make it buzz.
Yeah, we touch this again. Bzz, 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 then we know it's. We need to turn the volume up and stuff, of course.
Yeah.
Just turn everything up. Gain,
Here we
max, volume, max. Another volume.
Don't even down.
He wants to blow the.
Oh, okay. Let me plug it in first, and then we'll gradually turn stuff up. Okay, so.
And there are eardrums.
Oh, we still here, guys. After I plug this in, yeah.
Was nice meeting you.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
No kabooms.
No,
nothing.
well, try switching it on.
What is
Turn it around for the camera.
Turn it round so people can see the camera.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oh.
I was thinking you were going to use that.
Well, the red lights come on.
Red light.
Oh,
Yeah, it works.
good amplifier.
Damn you.
It works. Just clean up a little elbow grease and you're done.
I was sure this was a goner.
Considering how rusty these things are on the
Yeah.
outside.
Stick that into the other socket.
Yeah, if the right or left side works. Yeah.
Yep, you're fine.
Yep.
You got another good working amp there. Just a bit of switch cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try this input, please, because this is the important one.
Oh well, you did the jack plug, don't you?
Yeah, I need the big ones.
Okay.
Let me get you a big one. Hold on.
In the katana is a cable.
Yeah. It's gonna be
No, in the katana is a cable.
in the console. Oh, there's a cable.
Yeah, in the if you look into the speaker compartment.
Yeah, we're on its C voltage.
We have one.
Yeah, that's a good deal, actually. Really good. Probably he thought it was broken. Let's be
I'm
honest.
pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the gains, turn the gain up a bit, the gain's down.
Oh.
Look again.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're wearing headphones.
Yeah. Wasn't me. It
Wasn't us.
Of course it was us.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So €20 was he ripped off? Well, they're not very expensive things anyway. That's fine.
No, but it's a nice unit.
Yeah, it's
If you clean it up and change out some of the screws and stuff.
And this one then. So Dettles, who bought this today?
Oh, fancy. That was expensive, right?
Yeah, this is 140.
140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth it.
We will know tomorrow when we play it.
Well, I actually have here
The guitar?
another one of these for repair.
Yeah.
So, and this is from the same guy I got the motherboard from.
Yeah.
And he insists it's working. And Mario, normally if Mario says it's working, it's working.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't rip you off.
He's always fairly straight, or if he doesn't know, we'll say I don't know.
Okay.
Nakaluka, we have a Marshall over there, so I'd probably go for Marshall. And this is a 80-watt Marshall, so we're playing this on 2, maybe 2.5. If we put it to 3, you're going deaf.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the screws are off, which
Okay.
they're quite crappy anyway. You should change them.
Yeah, I think we can fasten them. That's the screw.
Put them to the amp because We have a track record now of losing screws.
Yeah.
It's not me. I lose my own screws. I have a screw looser too.
Oh, did I lend you my hot snot gun? I can't find it at the moment.
No.
Okay, fine.
I have 3 of those.
Yeah, fine. No, it's around somewhere.
That's why
It's around somewhere.
I would never.
I found something else that I lost there.
You need one tomorrow.
Well, I found the battery cover for your keyboard that I'd lost.
Yeah. This is what I told Carlos about. Print me that, please. And
I found one.
I was really close to printing it too.
I found it. And
I had loaded the color and everything in the 3D printer. I was just cleaning off.
Good timing there.
I was cleaning off the 3D printer for starting to print. And you found it. So.
Yeah, Rich found it.
Yeah,
in a cover with a glue in there.
it's where I thought it was, but it had gone to the very back of the cupboard. It was like jammed into the back of the drawer. And I thought, why won't it open properly?
Yeah,
I took this
believe me.
thing out. It was there.
I bought stuff from AliExpress again because I can't find it, and then when I get the stuff, I find the other one.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Do you want to show people something?
Yeah, you'll be wanting to see what we saw on the streets of Gran Canaria.
Oh, you're on.
Give me a minute while I just find the
TNA.
Yeah, just to let you know what we actually saw on the streets of Gran Canaria.
I wasn't there because I can't stand people.
You're just antisocial.
Yeah.
I listened to it, I watched it, and I listened to the music, and I thought, man,
the music was great. So
this was headache-inducing music. Yeah.
And it was way too loud.
Yeah.
And there's way too much man ass for my taste.
Yeah. You told me, there are a lot of chicas in there, and then I watched the video, and there was at least half of them gay, half-naked men.
Yeah, I don't mind gay people, but I don't want to see their asses in assless chaps and latex.
Kaluka, this isn't black. I'm wearing blue today.
I'm black. I have black.
Okay.
I'm not black per se. I'm very white for being from Uruguay.
So this is what I found on the streets of Gran Canaria.
Should I get you over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, this is what we found on the streets of Gran Canaria.
You skipped the part you wanted to show.
No, it's going to come in right now, actually. 808, yeah, it comes in.
You remember the timestamps?
No, I had looked to see where these were just so I could show you guys that hunting around. So this is what we spotted on the streets of Gran Canaria. This is a public street, you know. The police were around, even though it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah,
and she was well up for it. You can't say she isn't like being videoed without her.
If you go around like that, you're exhibitionist.
I had a sign on the front of the gimbal that says Gran Canaria Uncovered. YouTube. So this is what we got on the streets.
That's good. Free promotion.
Yeah. This was what we saw. I know you guys like to see what we've seen. And then we also saw in the same video, it's about 15 minutes, we saw this. So this is how crazy the people are. I mean, absolutely all crazy.
Go there at night and it's even worse.
Yeah, look at some guys. Julie's filming this, that's why all the guys waving and blow kisses at her. This is what we saw.
Yeah.
On the streets of Gran Canaria.
She has too much clothes on still.
Yeah, I know. Actually, apparently, when Julie saw her, I think she's put a top tucked into the side of her.
Yeah.
What top?
That thing there.
Okay, I see.
That stringy thing there.
Yeah. So this is what we got on the streets of Gran Canaria a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah.
So, it's okay.
So I stayed home because I can't stand those amount of people.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And being Gran Canaria.
Wait, I'll play this again for you.
Oh, you want that? You want the end of it, do you? Okay. This is where you'll get a bit more. This is like so. And being Gran Canaria, this is all finished 2 weeks ago, and now we have San Fernando Festival. We've got another big street party going on.
Yeah, we had Tablero Festival last week.
I'll tell you about that. So we got another big street party. So we're out filming again this coming weekend on the public holiday. But yeah, anyway, Gran Canarian streets.
Yeah, we have festival after festival here under the.
Surfer this is right around the corner at our place here.
Yeah,
Gran Canaria.
That's where we live. So we live in Maspalomas, as he's filmed in Playa del Ingles, Maspalomas. We live in San Fernando.
It's about 15 minutes.
15 minutes walk.
Yeah,
20
15 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk. Yeah.
Okay, another story. So they did this thing in LER, which is about 5 minutes drive from here, where they did this world's largest paella. So our friend Ming, who lives in LER, says, "Oh, you need to go up about 11 o'clock." So we went up about 11:30, and there was a big crane there with firemen with this huge paella bowl, like on a crane, lowering it into position to get the fire lit. And we were obviously way too early, so Julie said, "Well, let's just film a bit." So we're showing when the paella pan's all empty and got the crane and that. She says, "It's going to take hours to cook this thing.
Yeah.
Let's go back about 4 o'clock this afternoon." We got there about 4:15, and they're getting it all. They lifted the crane back up and they were taking the bowl away again. It was empty. So we went twice and missed it.
Unfortunately, those are infamous for giving food poisoning, obviously.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe this was a good thing.
Yeah. So you dodged the bullet. I'm allergic to that shit, so I can't even eat it.
Okay, surf norm. Dan looks like a party where this is Gran Canaria.
I always answered that.
You answered that one.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about. This is right around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah. Gordon was to Gran Canaria 13 times on holidays. Next time you tell
come
us
to
when
see
you're
us.
here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get on one of the Sundays we live stream, you come and join us as a guest.
Yeah, we had. I can't remember.
You need to sit in this place. This is a dangerous one. You know, you're right.
We pull out a lot of stuff when you're here.
Yeah, crap. That says, Learn Electronics Repair, I got a mystery for Richard. I got a power amp where the power LED is on left channel is dead. When the power LED goes off, both channels work and it's intermittent.
Okay, I'm coming.
Did you hear that?
Wait, what? When the power goes off.
Yeah.
How is it still working with the power off?
Little Islands, lot of fun. This could be a nice slogan for a tourism group.
Holy crap, what's this?
What the heck? You're looking for the lost drones now.
Is this a TV?
Okay, yeah, somebody asked a question. Okay, I got a mystery for Richard. Got a power amp. When two power LED is on left channel is dead. When the power LED goes off, both channels work.
But if the power LED is off, you don't have any power to the system, right? Or am I missing some step there?
I mean, the only answer to that then,
my mind already is shut down.
Is it like a transistor amplifier? Is it MOSFET? What is it? Class D, Class B, whatever.
Why do you have
I'll tell you about it in a minute. And then just measure some voltages. You need to have a look. Yeah, get the multimeter and see if you can see what changes. Okay, so this, can we get overhead on that or something?
Overhead coming up.
Sure.
No.
Oh, flyback.
Crap, the thing is...
You haven't plugged this in.
No. Okay, so...
give me a second.
Yeah.
We're still here, guys. We're still here. It's just the...
Stupid overhead.
The overhead camera that won't... Oh, now it goes. Okay.
Okay, so...
Okay, yeah.
A guy who was probably like in his 30s age-wise, turned up. Well, first he called me. He says, "Oh, I'm one of your subscribers.
Oh, cool.
Do you fix CRT TVs?" I said, "Well, funny enough, I was actually trained on that. That's what my qualifications are." So he said, "I'll bring you one." I said, "Well, what's wrong with it?" So he's got his TV, and apparently when the picture's bright, it's like jittering. This is called line tearing. I know what it's called. It's called line tearing. So the line oscillator that's scanning the screen mistakes the end of the video for the sync pulse, and it gives this thing as the picture's moving, wobbly. So he said, "Well, can I just bring you the circuit boards?" I said, "Well, it's better bring me the TV." He says, "Well, it weighs 90 kilos.
Oh, it's one of those big ones.
So this is off a Mitsubishi 37-inch CRT TV. I've never seen one. He says, "Can I bring you the boards?" Okay. So he brought me all these PCBs in and said, "Can you fix it without the TV?" And the answer is, I don't know. I mean, it's line tearing. I'm thinking capacitors around the line oscillator. But what do you guys think?
You're probably right. I had one of these, but that's 39-inch one.
Yeah, this is
in Sweden. It weighed 102 kilos.
Yeah.
And they are beasts. They're really good for what they are, but they weigh a lot.
So I said to this guy's in his 30s. I said, "Why do you collect? Why?" He said, "I collect them. I collect CRT TVs, especially big ones." And I said, "Why?" And he looked at me and says,
Why not?
No, he says, because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
So he's got a house full. I said, what does your girlfriend think? She's not so impressed.
Yeah, no, these take up a lot of space. I would love to have a big one because of light guns. To play video light guns, you can't do it on a LCD TV.
No, you can only do it on
a CRT. And a big one like this is perfect for what's it called, Time Crisis or something like that.
Yeah.
The House of the Dead. I have a lot of games, but I don't have a CRT at all because of the space.
These are big, yeah. So yeah, it's flyback. So
flyback.
Voice
right here.
So there's a line oscillator which drives this. This is the line output transformer. This on this one generates as 37 kV. Smallest that'd be about 25 normally.
Usually has two. It's over here.
So there's a line oscillator which drives all this, and that will take a line sync pulse. I think if I can look through and just get the data sheets for the various chips, I'll soon find the line oscillator. Or just trace this back where this thing connects to. We'll soon figure it. And look for bad capacitors in that area. That's the best I can come up with. Any suggestions, guys?
Look burned inside. So yeah, no, I think the screen itself is fine.
Kaluka says it's flyback.
Yeah.
What do you mean by it's flyback, Kaluka?
The flyback maybe is damaged.
Okay, so it says if the picture's like one colour, it doesn't do it. It only does it when there's white. And this is what I know. It's called line tearing, and
yeah,
I know basically the principle of what's going wrong, but I've never been able to
says, like I said, the flyback is going bad.
Yeah.
Those TV, you need two persons to move them. Flyback is bad.
Yeah.
From Kaluka.
Yeah, so I'm guessing he's right actually, because I had to change the flyback on the big one I have.
What do you mean the flyback?
The flyback transformer, this one down here.
Oh, you think it's the line output transformer that's
yeah,
bad?
this one.
Londok asks the right question.
I had to change out
that thing.
That thing, yeah.
How do you check the playback, the flyback?
It's hard because you need a high voltage probe. I had a TV shop check mine pretty much in Sweden. So
I think it could be a problem with the line oscillator, so it's just messing up the sync pulses. You just you mistake the edge of the video for the video for the sync.
So analog video signal can be mistaken for a white pulse, pretty much.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
Because they are very high, both of them, and it's low and then high, and then it counts it as a sync pulse.
Gordon suggests that it's a thing for the bin. Dutch says you need a flyback ringer, and that the thing is very expensive.
Yeah.
Not expressive.
Yes, that's why I took it to a TV shop for testing, because I couldn't do it at home.
So the guy sent me this, and I've never seen this before. Can we get this onto the screen?
Okay,
so
cell phone.
Okay, now we have a very bad cell phone picture. That is very bad.
Okay, so this PCB is attached to the CRT. You can't get it off the CRT. So this is and I've never seen such a thing. He says it's like an extra PCB strapped to the CRT. That's what he kind of says here. He says something about it. He's saying also restrained secondary board located on the neck of the tube that I could not remove. Yeah. Anybody ever seen one of that?
I don't see a neck, a tube.
No, the tube isn't here.
No, but the tube controller board.
What do you mean the tube controller? The
so the neck board is connected to.
Yes.
Kaluka says.
There it is. Yeah, okay.
Kaluka says in Philips 16x9 the tube has a problem.
What would that be?
Oxidation on cathode inside the tube. Oh.
I was thinking
that would mean dead.
That'd be dead.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can't get replacement tubes anymore.
Yeah.
Not at that size, especially. The 37 and 39 inch ones.
Kaluka says no way, it's removable.
What that board is?
Yeah, it's probably removable.
I have no idea what that thing is.
You're probably talking about the board. Yeah. Sorry.
I haven't seen the TV set. You only took this.
Yeah, no, it would be easier to have it here for testing and move around parts and check voltages while it's on.
I'm thinking bad capacitors around the line,
because what you can do is check the video signal at the neck board when it's on.
Yes.
If you have the tube, but you can't do that without all the parts. So it's not fixable.
Okay, so it's not fixed. Okay, yeah.
Judge says you need to CRT to really test.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. The same here. Because if you can trace in the video signal from the input on the back
Yeah.
all the way to the neck board and it dies somewhere, you know what components is
And
bad.
Gordon is the voice of reason here. He says the
work.
repair would cost more than a new flat screen.
Yeah, but he doesn't want a flat screen.
He doesn't want to
Well,
fix it.
Because
Why?
Because he is a collector.
Light gun for a 1980s game that probably was shit.
He's a collector, and he probably. Do you have an idea what this would cost if you want to buy it today?
I don't know, but I can't say that.
I wouldn't buy this today.
No, but for people that
Look at
collect,
this. This is a SCART and some analog
exactly.
video.
This is worth gold, pretty much. This card because it has RGB and so.
I'll tell you what he said to me about repair. He says if it's €200, I'm happy to pay it.
Yeah. So the last one I saw sold for a 39-inch in the US was $3,000. So you know.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Yeah. But it was with a brand new tube.
From the Mitsubishi apparently or something.
Yeah, it was a Mitsubishi, the other one. So these are very sought after from collectors that collect video games normally.
Okay.
And they connect up light guns.
He also said he collected video games.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's going to use it for that.
The fact
Chris-
I said he should meet you.
Chris suggests Jacobite soldering joints on the line transform.
Yeah.
That's a
that
common
could be.
fault.
Yeah, because it vibrates. Good idea.
I don't understand why somebody would want an old picture too. Yeah, thank you, Lon.
Yeah,
Especially
no,
given time, the picture gets
I
fuzzy,
get-
it's not clear and sharp. Yeah, absolutely with you.
I get it, but if you connect a Nintendo to a modern TV, it looks like crap.
Well, you know what? You play this for half an hour, then you get bored because the games are crap.
Considering I have 600 games,
And how many of them require the light gun thing?
about 4 of the consoles have light guns.
How many games?
Uh,
And probably all crap.
70 or 80 games. Not more than that, though.
I know people are looking for CRTs for like the old
Yeah,
arcade
I agree.
cabinets.
Super Mario Bros. 3 is not crap, Carter. You're right. It's a really good game.
I had a 27-inch arcade cabinet, Silverline 27, full-size arcade cabinet in the UK. I had to sell it because I couldn't obviously bring it.
Yeah, it's too expensive to
and
bring.
I got good money for it.
Yeah, you get. Arcades are getting up there in price, really up there.
I had the original board, it's what called a JAMA, Japanese arcade manufacturers. It's like a
Yeah, the
standard.
JAMA board. Yeah.
The JAMA board is a standard. I had the board, but I actually had a USB to JAMA interface with a special VGA card that runs at the TV frequency.
Yeah.
Arcade VGA it was called. It was an AGP card, and I was running MAME on it.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah. It's you made a multi-system pretty much.
Yes, but I kept the original board, so when I sold it with the converters and the original board as well.
And they love that. I'm pretty sure.
The game was some Rambo thing, like 2 commandos running,
Oh.
running up a screen and like lobbying.
It's called Commando.
It's called Commando. So the original game was Commando.
Yeah, it's that's expensive arcade
Yeah.
nowadays.
Mm.
If you get the original Miss Pac-Man, for example, you get $2,000 for it.
Okay. The only problem with it was the built-in amplifier didn't work, so I used a set of PC speakers and connected that to it. So the sound was working, but the original amplifier didn't work.
Yeah, normally the speakers are intentionally crappy on arcades,
Yeah.
so it's tinny.
It worked fine with I had a subwoofer in the base of it and two speakers. It's all inside it, you couldn't see it.
Yeah, no, but it makes for a good
Yeah,
experience.
and I was taking the audio out of, so the original board I couldn't get the sound, but with the JAMA interface I could connect to the PC, then I got all the sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have liked to bring it with me, but it was 100 kilos or something
Yeah, no.
stupid.
Arcades are built with massive wood and
Yeah,
stuff.
correct. Okay, 7 minutes. Ask us anything.
Yeah, go for it.
What's that Saturday beer like?
Gasoline.
Yeah. Capacitor juice.
That would be a perfect brand for a beer, actually.
That would work, yeah.
Or an energy drink or something. Yeah. Capacitor
Cap
juice.
juice. Yeah. Michael Katgerman. Cat German? What? Greetings to Holland. Greetings
Holland.
back to Holland. Yeah.
Hi, mate.
Skippy, did I already miss a heated debate over where the word smoothing or filtering is better from removing high frequency ripple? What?
I read something about it.
What? Did we have a discussion about that today?
Whether the word
Smoothing or yeah, okay.
filtering, oh, which better describes high frequency removal. Filtering?
Notch filtering.
I would think probably filtering describes high frequency ripple, but it could be called smoothing.
It's still time already.
Smoothing is generally a term used for like bulk capacitors, range frequency. That's generally
to keep it
smoothing
level
capacitors,
and stable.
where that term usually comes from.
Filtering is more, you can actually target filter
Target filter
frequency. So
filter is used in tone control circuits.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, low pass, high pass, and notch filters.
Notch? Minecraft.
Yeah.
The movie is horrible. Don't watch the movie.
Lily liked it.
Somehow she would.
Yeah.
What is it? Well, she would.
It's for kids.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they made it specifically.
Hang on, Dad watched this, I believe.
Yeah, I did, and it was horrible.
Yeah, Jack Black is funny though.
He's playing this like I was on speed all the time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. That's probably the reason. Yeah.
I thought so at least. I like video game stuff, especially stuff that I know, Minecraft,
Can I just
Mario, and stuff.
mention like the irony of this, that Detlef's complaining about shit graphics on retro games. He plays bloody Minecraft.
But I don't need it.
Compared to all, I mean, yeah,
Same graphics.
But I don't need
the irony of
But I
this.
don't need a 90 kilo CRT for that.
True. Java version.
I see God is on my side here. I love Minecraft. Yeah, man.
Java, isn't that one of the thing in a cloak with red eyes? It's in Star Wars.
No, this was the really.
Java would be.
No, Javas was the little ones.
The little ones.
Yeah, they drove the big.
They're scrap merchants.
Minecraft is really nice.
Guys, we should set up a Minecraft server.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Borderlands, the best game ever. The Borderlands series.
You have another one over.
Borderlands.
This is Richard. Borderlands is Richard's. Yeah.
I'm more for retro stuff. Minecraft server.
I see. I have a new things. We have gigabit LAN here, so
we can.
We have said this.
Yeah.
And there is hosting for servers as well, so it's fine.
When electrical guitar will be in live stream? I didn't bring one. Sorry, mate.
And maybe next one.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, and
you don't want to hear me play any instrument because I'm tone deaf as hell. I'm really good at guitar here because I look at the colors. I can actually turn off the volume and play. My friend that is a musician, he got so confused when I did that because no, that should be impossible. It's too fast.
I have.
Oh. You're hiding something from us.
See.
To review this week, guys, we're going to see this.
Sweet.
So this one, oscilloscope multimeter from Zoytech. This is about 40 something euros.
Oh, nice baggie.
I like the form factor.
Oh, it's small.
Small. So this uses the meter probes. It's a 5 megahertz oscilloscope multimeter. So this is reviewed. It's like 40 something euros.
5 megahertz is fine.
It's fine. Yeah, great little thing. So that's going to get reviewed this week, guys.
Not bad.
Just mention that.
Street Rod 2, California Ring. Oh my God. You're giving me flashbacks. I still play MS-DOS games from time to time. I installed Leisure Suit Larry series.
Not Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, I love those text adventure games. They're so fun. It's not really a text adventure.
It's not a text adventure.
It's a point and click, but Leisure Suit Larry 1 is actually mostly text.
Okay, yeah.
Skippy is geeking out now. Javas are furry, 3-foot tall, humanoid species native to Tatooine, a desert world in the outer rim.
Correct.
I
They
was
are
waiting
known for
the
scavenging
correction.
and often lurking around pod racing tracks.
Yeah.
Javas are nomadic. By the way, Javas is spelled with a W.
W,
not a-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I was
I
wrong.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh.
I was waiting for the correction. I knew there was one Star Wars fan in there.
Warwick is still saying, get the talking the talking pen multimeter.
I've asked about this, but they seem a bit reticent to send me off for some
Because they're shit, pretty much.
I have asked them about that.
For the developers out there, we were talking to Elecro. I was talking to Elecro. They asked me if I could do a sponsor thing. I told them no, I can't. But I told them we were working on a thing where we need displays, and they were sending us TFT displays and e-paper displays.
E-paper displays, to play with.
E-paper is nice.
Yeah, so next time something like this will coming up. So we're discussing the ups and downs, the plus and minuses for
the tab display.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So time.
Yeah.
That went quick this week.
That went really quick,
Yeah.
Fun, as always.
Yeah. Kawaka says, I enjoyed Flash games. I was actually looking yesterday evening about Flash games. And there's an emulator that you can play Flash games with. And
I used to go on
and then I went down the rabbit hole.
Newgrounds and play Flash games.
And then I went down the rabbit hole and actually found an old mega repository with tons of these Flash games. And yep, I'm busy for the next week.
Ooh, we found a repository.
Yes.
Because I went to Newgrounds a couple of months ago. I couldn't find the old games I usually play.
Carter said Newgrounds, Jesper, I knew.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to say,
that's
thanks
it.
for watching.
Thanks for
watching, guys.
Thanks, nerds.
Yeah, thanks, nerds. This is a new one.
Well, he's not wrong.
It's absolutely true. Yeah,
Exactly.
So see everybody in a fortnight.
See ya, everybody. Bye.
Bye.